If you are a B2B founder or you're marketing using cold email, you're trying to close huge deals, deals that are upwards of 10K or 5K or maybe even upwards of like 50K, 100K, right? Some of these contracts that you might be closing are worth 5 figures or even 6 figures. And that's why things like cold email and cold prospecting are actually still really useful to book yourself meetings and close massive deals without ad spend. All right, so for that reason, I'm going to show you how to use cold email and cold prospecting very efficiently using a couple tools. I'm going to walk you through 4 different softwares, how to use them, and why they matter. All right, so this is going to help you close 5 figure deals. It's going to help you close 6 figure deals or 6 figure contracts because it's not going to all be upfront, right? So, first one is Apollo. Now, if you've heard of Apollo, it's nothing special, right? But you can scrape email addresses and it's used by everyone. Like everyone uses Apollo. You can also use Seamless AI, kind of the same thing, but pretty much you just kind of scrape your lists, find your target customer. Let's say that you're selling to cybersecurity executives, right? So you scrape a list of, tech executives or cybersecurity executives and export them in a CSV. You'll be able to just download that. And then this is the part that people miss. There's a lot of contacts in Apollo. Some of them are crap. Okay. So you have to realize that like not all of them are great. A lot of them are going to bounce. So before you put them into a cold email software, before you go manually outreach to them using your virtual assistant or doing it yourself, come over to an app called Use Bouncer to clean them. All right, so when you log in, you just upload the CSV and then it will clean the emails for you and it'll create a new CSV. So it'll be less emails, but they'll all be verified. All right, so this is a good app. It's not that expensive. So just go in and use get Use Bouncer to do that. Okay, so once you've done that, then you can come over to Instantly. This is where it gets a little interesting. So most people are sending cold email with an app called Lemlist, or if you have used Instantly, maybe you've got a couple email addresses. But look at what we have in here. Okay, so I'm only using one right now because that's all I need. I've scaled down outreach. But when we get customers, we can actually come in here and do 20 different email addresses with multiple different domains. You buy all these domains, you create email addresses for all of them, and you can send hundreds of emails a day. So you're just scraping leads all day from Apollo. You're cleaning them in Use Bouncer, and then you're creating your sales script that you're sending something out with here. So you can have your campaigns, and then you have your sequences, which is just your cold email. All I'm doing is sending 2 emails, right? I have some case studies, and I'm just trying to get them to respond to me to start a conversation. And you can book meetings via cold email, but the reason you're able to do that is because the volume is so much higher, right? Most people are like, oh, I'll send out 20 cold emails a day. It's like I'm personalizing the emails, and on top of that, I'm sending out hundreds a day. Right now, I've scaled it back, but what I'm telling you is that if you get all of these email accounts, you can send hundreds a day because the limit is like between 25 and 50 per account per day, right? So you can be sending a crap ton of emails, and then you can have your assistant manage responses and you can track everything, right? So once that's done, and once you have been sending out a consistent amount of emails and you are tracking responses and you're starting conversations, you can start booking the meetings, right? But as soon as someone responds to you, even if they don't book a meeting, you need to put them into a CRM. So I use something simple like Notion, where I'm just marking, hey, they came from cold email or they came from LinkedIn or whatever other channels that you have. Maybe they came from cold ads if you're running ads, right? You just have their CRM go here. You can also use an app called Zapier if you have heard of this. Use an app called Zapier to create automations where as soon as someone responds to an email, they'll actually get put into Notion and then it'll ping your assistant to keep track of it, right? You don't need to do that, but it's definitely an option if you want to automate it further. But point is, just create something simple where you have your hot leads, like people that are really interested, and then you can basically just track them in your CRM. Okay, so that's it. Like if you're a huge B2B company, or even if you're not B2B but you're selling huge high ticket deals, Why do you need a sales team? Like you don't even need a sales team, right? You need to pack your own calendar first if you're the founder and sell yourself. You need to solve this stuff yourself. Okay, so if you want help solving it yourself, you should come work with us. You should come book a call with us. At Zunisty, we'll give you a protocol for doing all this stuff, and we'll actually help you write a dynamic ad, which will help your outbound campaigns actually work. The key with these outbound campaigns is that none of them are going to work unless you have an actual dynamic sales letter or some sort of white paper or some sort of thing that is useful to customers. Or you're going to have to sit there and personalize hundreds of cold messages every day to even touch the level that you could do by just writing a dynamic ad that works. All right, so we'll help you write the dynamic ad, but more importantly, we'll help you set up all this stuff, and we'll help you run these campaigns and give you feedback on it. All right, so go ahead and book a call if you want to talk, and otherwise use these softwares: Apollo, Instantly, Notion, Use Bouncer, and Zapier, and that should help you quite a bit.